Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroads Online. We're over here at the base of Iron Mine Mountain, and as you can see I've deleted some track. So what we're going to do today, let me see if I can pull up the map here. Is that going to work? Nope. See, it's a Control R and then close it and then bring it back up. There we go. Thanks for that tip, random YouTube commenter. So I've deleted out this track, and we're going to build a yard here, storage yard for the coal mine. So I want to bring trains down. I wanted to store the cars here before we shove them on. This yard, you know, it's a little awkward because you end up going the wrong direction and it's kind of out of the way. This yard works great for the iron mine, but I want another storage yard here specifically for the coal mine. So I kind of started laying out some track. We'll see how it goes. We've got some track to replace. Oops. Oh, is that what I would do? Accidentally hit escape instead. Oh, it puts it down there. That's what's going on. Alright, cool. So I got rid of this track that went over there, which means our cool new bridge is gone, but we're going to put that over here instead. And then we'll continue on, hook up over there, and we'll get this new yard put in. So let's go over here to truss bridges, and I like the steel red variety. Just gotta remember, what was the trick I had to do to get this to hook up? I had to do something to get it to connect. What was it? Throw some salt over my left shoulder. Sacrifice a goat. Can't get it to hook up. Alright, sweet. Well, that's awesome. I don't remember. Was it because it couldn't touch the ground or something? I forget. There was definitely some kind of trick to getting that to work last time. Let's delete that. Let's try a stone wall. So, yeah. Troubleshooting. What I love to do instead of playing the game. 10 meters. You gonna work here? Wrong color, but I just want to see if it would snap. No. Okay, let's try going further out in the river. We'll get this like right out here. Probably 14 meters, so I know what length I did. Then we bring up the truss bridge, and no. Okay, well, let me take a quick break, figure this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got it. It's in true Railroads Online fashion. So what you have to do is make it backwards, and then it'll snap. Because, you know, why not? Why would it be correct? This is Railroads Online. Alright, so that comes across the creek a little further than I wanted, so let's go ahead and straighten that up. Now that we know the trick, I'm going to make this bit over here just a little shorter. I know, the white knights in chat or in the comments will be, it's early access. I know. No, it's early access. Just wanted to test, you know, test one thing before they pushed out the door. Can we attach the bridge? Alrighty. We'll do our standard. We really need 10 meters for this. I think we can make this look better. Let's do 4. There we go. Now we got our cool truss bridge back. And then we're going to want to join up with this other track at some point. Let's see what we got. So I'm thinking maybe this will work, but let's test that theory. All right, we're in straight mode. So we got a decent amount of room to work with over here. Let's go with 150 meters. And we're apparently too deep at some point. It's not letting me place it. So we need to go with track 2. Let's do this in 50-meter chunks, just so we got room to work. We don't have to delete everything if we want to redo something. So if we come out here, this is 150 meters. We will want these switches and there. There. I don't remember how many tracks I had. Let's do a few. Floating in the air, so this may not work anymore. Oh, there we go. We got it. All right, of course, you are not going to be a switch. You're just going to be a rail. Now that we have the tracks lined up, you will connect there. Beautiful. Let's grab you. So let's do this. Let's cut some trees on the way back. I kind of wish it would cut trees automatically that are like in the roadbed. Like obviously you don't want those trees because they're inside the track. That would speed up this process a little bit. Cutting down trees, cutting down trees. There we go. Alright, so that should be a decent length of rail, I think. Get some long trains on there. It's really close together, but I laid it out with switches, so it has to be right. Right? Oh, I did the wrong... I did the wrong switches. That ain't gonna work. We want... Alright, so then we want this connection point. There we go. Alright, let me redo all these real quick. Nope, not re-rail. Delete. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, let's start from the same end. It doesn't really matter, but it'll bother me. Yeah, I still got to tie in the main line here somewhere. We'll get that figured out. May have actually went too far. I see those turnouts are getting pretty far off the ground. How are we looking? So we could still, yeah, we can just redo some of that over there, I think. rid of you, and then we this guy, but we look up that side. Continue the 90-degree curve. Yeah, I mean, it's tall, but it's not terrible. We just launch that tree into space. And then we'll just have to, we'll redo this trestle so it comes over and lines up with this. And then this curve here. This will be what goes and hooks up over. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure how many tracks we need here. We might have too many tracks. Kind of making this up as I go. Okay, and then you will... That. Excellent. We have, yeah, basically one more track. I want this switch, but it's just going to serve to line up the rail. I clicked one too many times. Did it again. Nope. Did the linky. Here, linky. There we go. Alright, that should be plenty of tracks, actually. So we're going to get rid of you. Yeah, we'll figure that end out here in a little bit. So now we come down here, we can have cars staged that are either have come down from the coal mine or headed up to the coal mine. I'll probably get some servicing tracks in here. I need at least one track. Yeah, we need to be able to turn the engine somehow. Let's do this for now. Let's make this a straight track. Just somewhere for the engine to sit. Which I still don't have a name for the big engine. The beast. So let's get some dirt down. If you could just kind of work with me here, that'd be great. So it'll connect up down there, but it won't connect up here. Yeah, that part wants to work. It's going to look all goofy. I don't know, why do they not have dirt on the bumper? Seems like a strange decision. I'm sure there's a reason for it. leave that on just rails. Now that I have the bumper, I don't think I can actually put this down. I put it down over here. That's too tall. Every once in a while I can get this to work and then it looks beautiful, but not always. It's not terrible. That'll work. And then you can sit on there, and then it's ready to go out, hook onto the cars, and haul them up to the coal mine. We need a place to turn the engine around, but we will figure that out. What were you? Oh yeah, you were the lead back over to the iron mine in case we needed to come from that direction. So this sort of form a Y, so maybe we could get a Y in here somehow. Let's curve back around. About 50-ish. You, get rid of you, get rid of you. Come on. Upsy daisy. There we go. And I think we'll just do bridge 2 for this. It's on a curve. That should work nicely. I'm not sure if 50 is sharp enough. Yeah, it's not quite sharp enough, is it? Oh boy. Really didn't want to have to do 40 through there. Yeah, I just didn't start it at 50 soon enough. Alright, so about 30-ish. And then we'll drop a bridge. 2. Yeah, over to about there. So let's call it 14. Doesn't have to be round numbers, but whatever floats your boat. Alright, let's get rid of you. You. You, so we need to hook up to that switch is where we're headed. Whoa! That was a big old jump. Alright, how about if we just hook onto here? Come on. Come on. Up. There you go. Do just a little bit. Yeah, that's going to be... That's great. So let's just do like another 10 meters of that. A fixed radius, and then we can just tie in. Let it do its thing. I like it. Nice little short bridge, and that way we can come into the iron mine yard if we need to, or, you know, head out of the iron mine yard, depending on what we're doing. It gives us options, which is always good. So we did that, and then if this lead actually connected up over here, we could have a Y. We needed it. Pretty convenient Y. Let's go back to straight. Puts us over in this vicinity. Instead, let's go to like 400 radius. Then the engine could just sit on the Y. All right, I have the beginnings of a plan. So we'll just break this into shorter segments so we don't get weird angles and stuff with these splines. Nope. That might be about perfect right there. So let's get some trees out of the way so we can see what we're doing. We end up just undoing this track that I just did right there. Cut you? Yes, I did. Did I cut you? Thought I cut you. Let's click about 6,000 times on it. It'll eventually go down. Alright, so we want a switch to the left. And we want you on there. What if we just said, do your thing? I like it. Okay, so we're getting there. Now we need to get rid of this and get hooked back in over there. Also, we need to have a switch somewhere. Might get tricky because of the elevation. Get you back on. This is like the only tool that actually remembers. Most of them don't remember what you had selected. Let's just get rid of all this. Alright, so now we come over here to get an idea of... So that's nearly straight. It's not straight, but it's... Yeah, 1,000-ish radius. A pretty nice, gentle turn. Just, sorry, I was thinking in my head. You guys couldn't hear that. I kind of did this yard a little differently than I intended. Let's do some shorter segments. Nope, that's not one. What I need is to sneak a switch in here somewhere. If you want to do that here, way back here, and have it go to the iron mine. Know what I mean? So if we do, say, this, that'll go to the iron mine. Yeah, that's ugly. Don't do that. Need a little bit of dirt in here. Now they should be far enough apart. We can. I don't know why I do the rock wall before trestle. It just feels right. I like the way it looks, and it feels right. Like the trestle has something substantial, you know, to tie into. All right, so now when we're blasting across here, we just have to remember, you know, are we going to the iron mine or are we going to the coal mine? Pick our route. All right, now we can go blasting across here. I need to widen this back out. So you can tie in there. This no longer needs to do anything special. So he said, you there. How janky is it going to be if we just auto do this trestle? Whee! Got a little bit of air on that jump. Gotta love the Railroads Online Extended run speed. Oh, this will tell me where I need to cut the trees at least. Big, long sweeping curves like that, the geometry of the splines can get kind of janky. Come on, cut. There you go. I just span click, hope for the best. Cutting doesn't always work. That tree did finally disappear. Let's get this one as well. Alright, let's take a look at these rails. How bad are we? This broad of a curve, it might not be too big of a deal. You can get like really large straight segments in your curve. I think as broad as this is, it's going to be okay. That should be fine. And we're going to have a fairly broad ridge here. This probably isn't realistic at all. They wouldn't make all this trestle here. Let's start from this end. So we want a little bit of straight, so we're not creating an S-curve here for our bars. So let's do, let's say, 12 meters of straight. We'll start bending upwards there. Let's get an idea of what radius we're going to need to kind of come over here. So yeah, something about a 300-ish. Get us kind of lined up. So let's come out to about, can we come out to 80? You know, I like my round numbers. All right, and then let's drop a stone wall. We should be able to get a pretty decently broad trestle out there. And like everything on the railroad, this is subject to change. Okay. It look like on the map. Kind of ugly. So I might put some service stuff in here. I might add some more tracks there for locos, but you can see that does give us a Y right here if we need to turn a loco on that. We can do that. Excuse me. Yeah, not terrible. Now we can bring trains in, head up to the coal mine, come back down. They can be staged here. So I want to get this cut of hoppers over to the new yard. Which brings up an interesting point. We have to seesaw back in there. It's doable. Alright, it looks like we are lined up. Whee! And then actually we need to bring the... You bring this train in. Be tying those hoppers onto that. Alright, so you need to go that direction. What I need to do is drop a save, now that I've laid all that track. Then we'll curve around into the yard. And let's put you on the first track. Then I can bring the hoppers over as well. You have no fire left. Might have enough steam though to just get us into the yard. And we got some gravity helping us too. So I need the class 48 back over here because that's kind of what I'd planned on, running trains back and forth. I suppose this could, but it doesn't really like those super tight curves all the way over here. That tree was a little close back there. I need to cut that back. See how we do through this little switch back here. It's not bad. So we'll just park this here. And then we'll bring the hoppers over. Almost didn't get that far enough in, but we're going to just be pulling out of here anyway, so. Should be all good. That's all right. And then we need to come over here to the climax. Where is the climax? Oh, I thought I still had the climax on this cut of cars, but I don't. I need to have that train just back into here. Okay, that's what I was planning on doing. I remember now. So I do need to get some fire built up on this, and I can just pull forward. I can back up and grab those hoppers. Then in the future, when we bring the empty hoppers back down from the coal mine, we can stage them in this yard, and then everything's here ready to go back out that direction. So I think that'll do it for this video. We're just doing a little bit of track work. And the story continues here on Fedora Railroad. Thanks as always for hanging out. Y'all take care.